You're back. Did Neanderthals not have a very different metabolism than humans, eventually leading to their extinction?
Well, that's a Diane question.
All right, Diane, we'll go to you.
Not as far as we know. They were fully human in everything that we've looked at. Well, we've only got their head here, but right here it is, right. But when we've looked at the rest of their body, all of their bones, joints, and we can actually scan in their bones and joints and see how they work, all fit in within the human range. So there's no doubt about it, and even the secular scientists accept that Neanderthals were a variant of human beings. So metabolism just refers to your sort of chemical processes. So there's no reason to think that they were outside of the normal human range. There's tremendous variation in metabolism, even
within the human range,
even within the living human range. So there's no reason to think that Neanderthals were sort of outside of that.
Yeah,
there's huge variation. Yes.
Two ways you can actually tackle that one. If Neanderthals were Vikings, we'd know a lot more about answering these questions, because the Vikings pooped everywhere, including in their clothes and in their filth that they were buried in. So we know a lot about what went through their system. With Neanderthals, you are almost restricted to using the chemicals in their bones to track down the sort of minerals that they took in. And even from that level, as far as I know, and Diane, there's quite a few references to Neanderthals on our website. So if Sam puts up our Ask You John Mackay and the other one, they can go and look up Neanderthals. But that's what we'd be doing, working backwards and re-engineering what they had to eat to get this sort of system.
Yes,
and the
most recent evidence is that. Sorry.
I was about to say about a third of the population today still has Neanderthal DNA in it. And if you see me stand next to Joe or John, you might, suggest that those two, not only their size, but their brain power as well. So
thank you, Glenn. Thank you. We love you too.
I've always suspected.
Well, that's the interesting thing about it, and I know you've said this before, Diane, and there's this kind of a misnomer about Neanderthal DNA, because it's been quoted, there's, we've been able to sequence a Neanderthal genome and it still exists in modern day populations. But the reality is they haven't found a Neanderthal genome. They found a human genome with a Neanderthal variant.
With variants, yes.
It's another way of trying to make it sound more evolutionary than it actually is. So, So the other question that followed on was about different metabolisms and stuff. But I think we've covered most of that. They're effectively just human by everything that we can tell.
Yes, and the most recent evidence is that they had quite a varied diet, the same as we did as well. The idea that they sort of hunted mammoths and lived on an entirely carnivore diet. We've now looked at their living spaces and we've found evidence of cooking, and they cooked vegetables and plants as well as meat. So they had a good varied diet, just like omnivorous human beings do these days.